So in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw the Atlanta Falcons logo. So if you're going to do this on paper or a poster, these are the few tools that you'll need. A ruler, a pencil obviously, and maybe like an ink pen or or any kind of coloring tools. So I'll be using Copic 100 black, and then I'll be using the R29 lipstick red for the coloring process of this video. So okay, first we're simply going to start with a line. I'm gonna make mine about this long. Then we're gonna come to the right side. We're gonna come up just a little bit, not too much. So I suggest you measure it. So I'm going to make mine about 1 inch height wise, and then when I come to this side, I'm going to make it 3 times as long. Not 3 times, let's see, let's go to 1.5 inches. And after I do that, I'm going to connect both lines at their tops to create this shape here. Now we're going to zoom in really quick to this area here. Okay, we're here on the left side. So we're going to extend the shape just a little bit, and we're going to come down and make a tiny triangle like so. Once we do that, we're going to come here and we're going to make a right triangle, and you're going to stop at the base of this shape, because now I'm simply going to connect it like so. And I don't really like the way that looks, so I'm just going to cut that off a little bit. And now we're going to simply zoom out. Okay, for this next phase, we're going to come back to the right side and we're going to draw a circle. You don't want it to be too big. Try to get the circle as perfect as you can. Truthfully, focus on this side. Don't really worry about this. This will be erased much later on. And after you get the circle, you're going to come up around here and you're just going to draw a thin bulge, not too thin or large, and you're going to come down and end it at the circle like so. Okay, this step right here is just a little bit tricky, so just pay very close attention. So at the bottom of your circle, align your ruler like so. And then you want to draw a straight line. And you want the straight line to, I want to say, stop at 1 inch before this line right here. Then you want to come up, I would say, I'm going to come up 1 centimeter's worth. Now if you're drawing on like poster board, look and see what looks right to you. Your measurements probably are going to be different. I'm just on regular copy paper. So after we get this line right here, we're simply going to connect it upward to the original shape that we made. Like so. Okay, now that we did that, we're going to come back over to the circle. We're going to create the beak shape. So I'm just play around with it a little bit. It's kind of like, looks like a shark fin. That's if your paper was turned this way and this was like the water. So it's a triangle, a curved triangle like shape. Then after that, a lot of jumping around. We're going to come back over here and we're going to repeat what we did up here. And you're just going to make a small triangle shape. Then you're going to make another triangle, except we're not going to stop here. You're going to come out just a little bit more and extend these two lines right here to make this shape. So once you get this shape here, you're going to continue forward and connect it to this right here. After you do that, pay very close attention to this part right here. You're going to have your ruler on this line, come over just a little bit, and you're going to draw another line. You're going to come out just somewhat right here. Then you're going to do it again. This time, turn your ruler just a little bit. So the closer you get to the body, the thinner it is. Like so. Then simply close it off. So you should have a shape that looks like this. Now, we're going to come here, this area right here, and you're going to make a line that's going the opposite way of everything we've done so far. Just a little short line. And basically we're going to be doing what we did on this one. So the further away we get from the body, the wider it's going to get. So my suggestion is you start at this point right here. That's the closest to the body. Draw your first line. You're going to come way down. And then you want to take your ruler, pull it down, come to the other side, and then you're gonna want to move this part of your ruler, not this part. So if I were to draw a line here, it would be parallel. That's not what you want. So you just want to turn your ruler a little bit. Like so. Then we're going to close it off. Okay, I zoomed it out just a little bit since this image is kind of large on my paper. So okay, now we're going to come over here and we're going to draw a triangle. So I'm going to put my ruler back to this line once again. Come over a little bit. I'm going to draw an irregular shaped triangle. I think that's what it's called. Like so. Now we're going to come back to okay, now that I zoomed out, we're going to focus on this area here. So what we're going to do, we're going to come here to focus on this. So we're going to come and we're going to draw another line like so. And we're going to draw it some lines that connect. So it's going to connect here. And we're going to come to the other side. And we're going to draw a parallel line. So it connects. So this way we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wings. Like so. Now we're going to zoom in. We're going to focus on this area right here. So I am going to draw a triangle. Like so. And if you've been following along, you should have something that looks like this. So now we're going to focus on this area of the drawing. Okay, similar to what we did to this part right here and the one up above, I want you to just come up and make those little triangles. Like so. And once you do, we're going to make 3 more triangles, but it's going to be slightly different. They're going to be slightly curved, so just curve your line, and then you want to match it with the baselines. So you can either start up here like I did with the first one, or you could just simply put your ruler right here at the bottom. Just come out some, and then just curve into that point. So it's whichever helps you with these two. Now this one, I suggest you start from the point, curve off like so. Then you want to come to this point right here, curve this ending, and then add another curve. That way it's kind of hooked at the bottom. So now I'm going to quickly zoom out after I've given you guys a few more seconds to do this part. So okay, you should have a step that looks like this, and we're getting to the end now. So I'm going to zoom in because we're going to go back here and we're going to focus on this triangle shape really quickly. Okay. Now for the triangle, we're going to turn it into the claw for the falcon itself. So simply, we're going to come to the top. We're going to add in another line, like so. Then we're going to connect it. Then we're going to come to the bottom and create a hook shape. So this hook ends right here, and you just want to kind of come in somewhat. And then we're going to make another, let me curve this just a little bit more. Then we're going to come over some and make an opposite hook. Once that's done, come over here to the top, make another little tiny triangle. Just a little itty bitty one. I'm going to cut some of this off. Mine's a little too much for my taste. And there you have it. Now, I'm going to zoom out so we can do the next step. Okay, now, the drawing looks, it seems a bit cluttered. It seems a bit messy. So basically, what we're going to do now, you're going to erase everything on the inside. So, the inside part of the circle, this line that's inside the circle, and these lines. So basically, all we're going to do is have an outline of the logo itself. Okay, so after you cleaned up the inside, this is what your image should look like. So basically now, all you want to do is you want to slowly go over in black, or whatever color you choose, for the outline. So I'm slowly going to do this, and then after I finish with the outline, we're going to focus on the inside, and pretty much it's going to be the last step of this logo. Before I color it, and I'll finally be done with this one. So pretty much I'm just going to quickly turn the page on this or speed it up. I haven't decided yet, just to save a little bit of time. Alright, now that I did that, so we're gonna basically put in the highlights. So there's gonna be a stripe here, 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 a long one here, one here. Then we're gonna do the thing for the beak and then the eye. So let's just start here and then work our way back into a circle. So all we're gonna do is make long shapes similar to how this part of the body originally started. So this end will be shorter than the left side. And to speed things up, I'm going to make my longest lines here on the edges first, like so. Then I'm going to come over a ways and make my shorter lines. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm just going to take my ruler and then start connecting the long lines to the shorter lines. And if your line's a little too short and you need to expand it, that's fine too. Just play around with it. Because that's the thing about art. You're never going to get something perfect the first time. Here's a little secret. Perfection is a myth when it comes to art. It's pretty much you're going to what satisfies you as the creator. So basically, unless you're doing it for a customer, any so-called mistake you made, you're going to be the only one that really notices it. Now this line right here, have it slanted just a little bit the opposite way. Do a little bit of connect these two. This one's kind of thin. Then do a little triangle shape for the eye. And then for the beak, just make a line, come up, you know, you're just copying the outside on this part. Just come to a point in the end, like so. So basically just play around with this stage. And make sure you draw it very lightly. That way, if you do make a mistake, you can erase it a lot easier. Because I know a lot of people, they have trouble erasing. Their paper's very messy, and that's because they draw too hard. And if you draw too hard, it makes it really hard to get the graphite up. I'm just going to continue to use my ruler to finish all these lines up here. I want to know, I would like to meet the people who designed these logos for these sports teams. What went through their head when creating these? Alright. Now I got that done. Just gonna erase the lines I don't need underneath it. Now, let's get on to the coloring process. So, okay, first I'm going to take my red. Let me switch over. And I'm going to color these stripes. Just going to take my time. And if you don't have corporate markers, it doesn't matter. You can use crayons, colored pencils, Crayola markers, or shoot, even paint, depending on what surface that you're working on. So just make sure you take your time and just focus on getting this close to the original. Well, trying to make. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Try to make it look 100% like the reference art that is provided. And for my older viewers, how do you like having a logo right here on the screen for you? I decided to start doing that more. I couldn't do it earlier on when I started this series. I just didn't have the software. But I think it makes my videos a little bit more higher quality. Now I'm just going to take my black and I'm just going to go all over this, and that'll complete the entire image. I'm just going to speed this up for you guys. And I appreciate you checking out my video. Let me know what other logos that you want to do. I do have a list. I'm slowly going down. I've had this list for about I want to say 4 years. It's just taking time, but I'm probably going to up my production up to 2 videos. I mean, not 2 videos. A video every other day instead of every 3 days. So every 2 days. But we'll see. Until then, Madishi, thank you, and like the video. Please share it. That really helps out. That helps more than liking the video. And have a great day.